The accidental discovery that changed the world. Penicillin. It was a chilly morning in September 1928 when Alexander Fleming returned to his messy laboratory at St. Mary's Hospital in London. He had just come back from a vacation, and like any other scientist, he wasn't expecting anything groundbreaking, just another ordinary day in the lab. But what he saw on one of his petri dishes would change medicine forever. Fleming had been experimenting with Staphylococcus bacteria, the nasty kind responsible for infections. He had left several petri dishes with bacterial cultures on his workbench before his trip. But something unusual had happened. One dish had a strange bluish-green mold growing on it. Normally, that would be a sign of contamination, a ruined experiment. But Fleming had the eye of a true scientist. Instead of throwing it away, he took a closer look. Something shocking was happening. The bacteria around the mold were completely wiped out. It was as if an invisible force had cleared the area around the mold. Fleming was intrigued. He extracted some of the mold and identified it as belonging to the Penicillium genus. Little did he know, he had just stumbled upon the world's first antibiotic, penicillin. The struggle to convince the world. At first, few scientists believed in Fleming's discovery. His work showed promise, but he didn't have the means to turn the mold into a usable drug. It wasn't until the early 1940s, over a decade later, that a team of researchers, including Howard Florey, Ernst Boris Chain, and Norman Heatley, found a way to purify and mass-produce penicillin, and just in time. With World War II raging, soldiers were dying from infected wounds. Once penicillin was ready for medical use, it saved thousands of lives on the battlefield. It was nothing short of a miracle drug, the first real weapon against bacterial infections. The legacy of an accident. Fleming's discovery sparked a revolution in medicine. Before penicillin, simple infections could be a death sentence. But now, doctors had a tool to fight back. This breakthrough led to the development of antibiotics, changing the course of history and extending human life expectancy. But Fleming himself warned about one danger: misuse of antibiotics. He predicted that if people overused them, bacteria could develop resistance, leading to superbugs. And today, we are seeing that prophecy unfold. So the next time you take antibiotics, remember, the world's first one was discovered completely by accident, all because a scientist was curious enough to investigate a simple moldy dish. And that's how a ruined experiment saved millions of lives.